It's time for football on RSC. Tonight, we have the Elite Eight on RSC, as this kickoff return, of course, won't matter. It's time to get football underway. The second to last Elite Eight game of the afternoon. It is Indianapolis and San Francisco. Joined alongside CSX for tonight's game. Of course, we should have a good one. Two Cinderella-esque teams. They've both had to play in the second round of the play-in, first round of the play-in, and their Sweet 16 game. CSX, what's your thoughts going into this?
It's going to be on the quarterback play. Blew up in his last game, 1-point win, no interceptions. Of course, the game was overturned. Actual quarterback for San Francisco did throw 2 interceptions. This is going to be a close game. It's going to come down to 1 turnover. Whoever throws that 1 turnover, it's going to be the deciding factor in this game. This is going to be a close game. 2 high-seeded teams. Yes. The RSC style March Madness. Can't wait.
It does feel like some March Madness, especially with it being in the month of March. The 26 seed, the 19 seed. One thing that really does separate these teams in LFG is game points. A lot of records are super close, but game points is where it's at in standings-wise. It'll be Bloop to start it off for Indianapolis. What are you looking for in a first drive of the game?
It's got to be solid. You don't want to go out throwing interceptions, and that's not usually what happens. You want to have solid completions. Usually I see teams, they want to slowly make their way down the field. Don't take that shot too quick, because like I said, it's 1 turnover that can change the game. And as well, for a spot for the Final Four, it's going, and these teams also higher seeds, so it's going to be close.
Give me 1 second. I was asked to lower your mic a little bit, apparently.
Apology, I loaded on my side as well.
Oh, okay. I'll turn you back up a little bit on mine then. Okay. Yeah, it will be Bloop to start off with the ball. Of course, the winner of this, let's talk about the other matchups that's happened so far. Boise took down the defending Legendary Bowl, Legendary Bowl runner-up, New Orleans and H-Rupt by 3. They went down, scored late. That was on Ruby Sports Network, and that was a great one. And then also, I'm trying to remember the other game. I watched it yesterday, top to bottom. I don't know. Oh, yes. Omaha survived late. It was a 7-point game. Baton Rouge looked like they were out of it. Omaha threw a late interception, and Omaha, wait, what am I talking about? Omaha threw the late interceptions. Baton Rouge, with like 1 second left, CSX, they threw the ball up by 7 with 1 second left. Who does that? But it did not.
A team who wants to score more points.
Yeah, it did not come back to bite them. Baton Rouge, Hail Mary attempt came up short. But that is how the other 2 games that have happened have shaped out. Later tonight, Atlanta and Syracuse will do battle in the final Elite Eight game that will get us set for the Season 51 Final Four. Did I get the teams mixed up? Wait. I thought the Omaha and Baton Rouge game was the game that they threw like the interception late. Am I going crazy? I might have been going crazy, CSX. I might have. Oh, I said Baton Rouge one. My terrible apologies. I think we are.
Yeah, Baton Rouge lost by 7. And then you had Boise and New Orleans.
What happened was I had the 2 teams correct, and I was talking correct, but like I said Baton Rouge won when I actually meant Omaha won. That's what happened. Let's see how many P-clocks they have left. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's San Fran who hasn't had the amount of players yet. 26 seed, the reason that they're the quote-unquote home team is because of the point difference in the last round. CSX, I'm just ready to get some football underway. It's been a long time since we've called a game together. I'm ready for this one.
Definitely. I want to talk about this venue. Whoever made this Vegas stadium, very good stadium. Props to them. This is you see you got the Indianapolis logo, March Madness. we will see madness tonight.
Hopefully we will. No matter what, we'll have a double digit on the leaderboard in the Final Four. With no matter who wins tonight. We could have a 26 seed who was on the verge of not even making the play-in. I mean, the difference ended up... It was a close race for a long time, and then it ended up being a kind of pulled away at the end for the point difference for San Francisco to make the play-in. But like we said earlier on the broadcast, both these teams have won 2 games in the play-ins. Then the world practically ended with FF2 getting banned, and then we finally got football back, and we have the Elite 8 here tonight. I think we are about to be underway, CSX. Axel's ready
Here we go.
and Bloop's ready. The first pass is a 7-yard gain, and it'll be second down early.
And what I will say, seeding does not matter. This late into the playoffs, the seeding does not matter at this point.
Oh yeah, win or go home, no matter what seed your record is. You just gotta play, resource with the catch. You'll immediately take a knee, not risking a fumble.
Fumble chance at 1%, of course. There are 2 checkdowns to start the game, not taking the shot yet down the field.
Yes, we cannot manage ads, unfortunately, if you did get an ad. That is cut along the sideline for a 31-yard gain and a first down across midfield.
That's a tight window pass. Nice catch. Pulling it in. Flipping the field.
Rolling out right is Bloop. He'll fire short to that left side again. That's a 14-yard gain. This really feels like a down where you can take it to the end zone second and short.
Definitely. 2nd and inches. Time to take the shot to the end zone. I think we'll see it right here. You got a one-on-one on the outside.
Yeah, I'm favoring that left or right side. He's going to actually take the check down. He's going to try to make an attempt to the end zone. He's going to come up short, but first and goal early for Indianapolis.
2. Let's see. Back in the box a little bit here. First and goal.
Oh, Indianapolis does have 3 on the timeouts. That is my bad.
Pretty crappy play there on first and goal.
It was second and goal. Fire screen pass. He dives in. They say he got in. Indianapolis strikes first in the Elite 8.
Same type of concept on the first play. Barely crossing the goal line, getting the ball across.
Oh,
That's a nice drive by Indianapolis.
did not mean for that to happen. Those are watching on stream. Not sure how that happened. Yeah. Shame me all you want. That was not supposed to happen. That is my bad. Nah, that wasn't an exploit that opened, but it is 7-0 Indianapolis. Alright, we're back to football. As that is Rico for San Fran as the quarterback, as that is a nice gain on first down.
Something about Axel. Throws a lot of yards. He might throw a few interceptions, but last game, 624 yards. I think he'll throw for a lot of yards. They're going to take a lot of chances down the field, I think, here this game.
Wait, is it not Rico? I thought it was Rico back there. Takashi, actually. Or however you pronounce it. That's just how I'm going to pronounce it. Akashi. He's going to look to throw right on an out route. That's caught. And a 10-yard gain.
San Francisco looking like Indianapolis. Their first drive.
It does. This is really a down where I think you got to throw one to the end zone. You got to pressure Indianapolis early. Looking. Fires down the sideline. Dangerous pass. Illegal touching is what they're going to call it.
Akashi.
Kashi. Okay. We're getting the pronunciation teaching in the chat. 4-yard gain. Fourth down up
Good
early,
tackle.
CSX.
Good tackle right there. Forces a fourth down. Let's see what they do here.
They're going to go. LFG playoffs. You're playing for everything you've got here so far. Incomplete. He had the man wide open.
Well, I don't know there. Maybe rushed it? Turnover on downs. That one turnover.
Thank you, Temp, for... I don't know what those are called. I'm not really a Twitch person. That's a 14-yard gain by Resource. Second down and short upcoming halfway through this first quarter. Second and 1. Bloop looking, fires down the middle. That is caught. He was wide open, and they're back in the San Francisco territory.
Safety cover in the deep. Opens up the slot in the middle. Creates a big completion on that down.
Bloop rolling right. He'll try to get the edge and dives and gets all the yards that he can. That's an 8-yard gain. Indianapolis moving down the field.
Red zone trot.
They are back in the red zone. They're 1 for 1 today. Their second drive of the game. Bloop looking. Middle of the field. He's pressured all the way back to the 50. His zone 45. Fires at the first down marker, and that is caught. First and goal, Indianapolis.
It's a comeback route along that left sideline. Started in the end zone. Good comeback route. Dive ahead for the first down. Got another one-on-one on the outside. Same guy.
We coming up on a minute left in this first quarter. Bloop rolling left, goes back right, fires on a cutting inside route. He's in. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So there's all these players, and they're all just combined, and he just slips out right there. Defense can't pick him up, so he's able to cut through the middle. How about Indianapolis? 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and a missed extra point.
Yeah. Had a chance to make it 14-0, but they'll keep it at 13, still a 2-possession lead. Now, this really feels like an important drive for San Francisco.
Tyler Loop would like that miss right there. Almost hit wide right. San Francisco needs to score here. Can't have an empty possession here.
Yeah, Kashi needs to get it going for his offense. Going to fire downfield. That is cut along the sideline. He's going to try to get the blocks that he needs. He cannot. 3 white jerseys were there.
It's a good throw.
That was a good throw. Kashi looking, fire short, cut, and a gain of 9. Second down and 6. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Looking left. Trying to just find something. Bloop with great pressure on that defensive end. That's an 8-yard gain. And a first down. On 1st and 15. Coming to a close here in the first quarter. Fires. Intercepted!
That's such a bad throw. He just gets baited by that defensive back. He thinks he's open. He's throwing it cross body, but he just got baited. I mean, that defensive back right there, he's reading that all day long. And TK, I mean, this is not looking good for San Francisco if Indianapolis is able to score here.
It is not looking good at all. That's a 12-yard gain. This Indianapolis offense so far has looked unstoppable, CSX.
Definitely. Their defense has looked unstoppable, honestly.
Yeah, both sides of the ball for Indianapolis has looked unstoppable. That'll bring us to a close in the first quarter. We'll get the second started right now. Quick pass, 7-yard gain, and a first down.
Looks like the lights are getting too bright in Vegas for San Francisco. Hey, I mean, they had a solid drive going. They just made a dumb pass.
Here in the Vegas Regional, that is cut along the sideline. Back in the San Francisco territory where they're 2 for 2 today. And it's first down and 15 from the San Fran 40. Bloop looking, hit as he's thrown, and the pass is incomplete.
Close to grounding, receiver in the area. Ball did not make to the line of scrimmage, but got that receiver in the area.
They did. Looking is Bloop. He's had a very good game so far, looking to continue and make it a 3-possession game. That is cut on another LOS route, and that's a 13-yard gain.
It's so hard to cover the middle and the deep part of the field. It will always leave something open. It's just struggled for this defense of San Francisco today.
Fires wide open back at the end zone. He's got the feed in, and he's got the touchdown for Indianapolis.
So what I just said applied. That safety, number 5, bites off to cover the middle. That leaves the top wide open, and this 2-point conversion, it's a 3-score game right now.
It is a 3-score game.
And that's an interesting formation right here.
Very interesting. We've only played 6 minutes of football, CSX, and it's a 3-score game. Fires, incomplete, stays a 19-point game.
I really like that play. Stack everyone up in the middle. You got a bootleg to the right. That's just a really good defensive stop. Now for San Francisco, You got to score. I mean, I don't think someone in chat talked about Mercy. I don't think Mercy yet. I just think San Francisco needs to put a good drive together, and I think they're going to do that here.
Yeah, they have to have a drive right here. Kashi looking to throw. Will he finally maybe take like a deep shot downfield? That's incomplete.
The issue is you're standing on in your own end zone, about to step out of the back of your own end zone. They got to get a good completion here. I mean, they just need something.
They really do. Looking. He has to. It feels like a must-need drive right here. Will he step up and run? No, instead, it's kind of a smart move. He'll have the first down.
That's what you need. I wouldn't hate to see a deep shot down the field in this drive, though. I mean, you're down 19-0. You know, just maybe try one if there's a chance.
That might get you some momentum, too, if you can convert on it. That's a 7-yard gain, second and short. This will be the down to do it at your own 45.
I just think Indianapolis defense is so good over the top that it's just they're not allowing it.
Yeah, I'm looking downfield right now, CSX. They have nothing open. Maybe on that right side, though. He's not going to fire down that right side streak. Instead, he's going to fire to the right side LOS route, and he's going to have a first down before scooting out of bounds with an 11-yard gain.
In enemy territory here, 45-yard line of Indianapolis. Let's see what they do here. I'm curious.
This is the third time being in Indy territory. Oh my, a drop right there. Cue the washed anthem.
He just clicked late.
Second down and 15 for Kashi. He's looking to throw. Just like we've been saying, great Indianapolis defense. That is Scotty's just going to have to settle for a short gain. And it's a third down. Third and 8. A must convert right here. Fires wide open. And he's out of bounds with the first down.
Such a good play. It's man coverage on the Indianapolis side. That's going to be a cut to that guy's right. And he gets open for the first down. Nice play.
Looking wide open on the opposite out route, and it's first and goal.
Okay, right here. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't make a dumb pass like you did last time. This should be a touchdown. They can make a smart play, and someone needs to get open. That's not a good pass. That's just not too risky. He's right on him.
Yeah, that pass was incomplete. Halfway through the second quarter. San Fran trying to get their first points on the board. Kashi looking, trying to find something. What pressure by Indianapolis. Just going to have to fire one into the back of the end zone. No one's home.
Well, can't drop 30 yards back from the 6-yard line. They need a quick strike. Can't take 1,000 minutes on a play. Quick strike touchdown.
Third down and goal. Quick strike, but the receiver did not even make an attempt, a play on a ball, and definitely a go-for-it situation.
They don't get this.
Fires wide open. There we go. San Fran has their first touchdown of the game. Nice of them to finally join us.
So he blocks him off the line. He beats the block and gets over. Nice play. That was a. If they don't get that, this game might be over. That is a huge touchdown for San Francisco. They need the defensive stop here.
Oh, the kick will barely trickle in. Was getting close to that right upright, but it is good. So San Fran cuts into the lead. They will get the ball coming out the half. No, they will not. I don't think they do. Or am I going crazy? Yeah, they don't. So a stop right here is must needed. Minute 50 for Indianapolis. They're 3 for 3 today on their drive, CSX.
They've been hot. They've been good.
That's another LOS pass. That goes for a good gain.
Okay, so Indianapolis started with the ball. It should be San Francisco the ball to start the second half.
Okay, I was looking because on the received kick. Oh, what a hit! If you click the little question mark, it says CA.
That should be wrong.
Yeah, I thought Indianapolis
because Bloop
scored
started
first.
with the football.
Yeah, I thought so too. First down and 15. Almost turnover on the fumble. Fires another LOS route for a 10-yard gain. CSX, it feels like, when is Bloop going to take the roof off the building? He's been laying down with all these shorts. When will he finally throw one downfield? Resource has another good game.
He doesn't need to. I mean, this defense just can't cover short. So, honestly, keep throwing it short. It's working.
We've hit the 1-minute warning. There's another short route for a 9-yard gain.
Keep doing what works.
You're San Fran. Imagine what it'll do if you just get a stop and a touchdown before the half, but they just can't guard the short right now, CSX.
Well, the last thing you want to do... Nice hit. The last thing you want to do is take a deep shot and have it intercepted when you're moving down the field. That's why I say just continue. I mean, keep throwing 5-yard passes. They can't cover it.
Exactly. Bloop looking. Has another short. Oh, my dangerous pass.
As well as Bloop has played, that was probably his worst pass of the night right there.
Most definitely was. That was risky. If San Fran saw that pass coming a little bit earlier, could be talking about an interception. Instead, Bloop will survive and have it again. Fire short. That is caught. Gets inside the 10. Still going. Cuts it back and has a first down. And Bloop will use his first timeout of the half.
All right, so San Francisco, I'm just looking back. They have 2 guys covering 1, and it's leaving someone wide open. Their defense just ain't good right now.
Fires. End zone intercepted.
Okay, so when you got 2 guys covering 1 and you throw the ball right into them, that's what it would. I mean, I don't know what Bloop was thinking there. There's no one open, but there we go. 10 seconds. Well, you'll see the shot there. Here we go. I mean, if you can get something here.
Oh, yeah. I say you go short route first. Exactly what they're going to do. Out of bounds. 5 seconds.
I'd run a quick out. Just real fast. Get a quick out.
Even if you don't get out of bounds, just have the timeout copied and pasted. You have to. Does not look like that's what they're going to do. Instead, they're going to have the Hail Mary play go into the end zone. It will make it there. It will come down in the middle of the end zone, tipped up in the air, and nowhere to be found out the back. 19-7 our score at the half.
Been a pretty good game.
It has.
It should be.
Should be San Fran ball coming out the half.
Definitely.
But for how many shots Indianapolis, I mean, it doesn't feel like it, but for the shots that Indianapolis was throwing at San Francisco to still be within 2 possessions is amazing in my opinion.
Most definitely.
$19-7 our halftime score. About 10 seconds left in the halftime break. San Fran's gonna need a back half comeback in order to pull this off. Of course, in the fourth quarter, you get the 4th down and 25. That will always help comebacks. So, not sure how they're gonna do this. It shouldn't be Indianapolis to start off with the ball. They had the ball to start the... Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. I think that's just a... They're right. It should be
Yep.
San Francisco ball.
They fixed it. There we go. San Fran's ball to open the half. A must-score drive. Most definitely. They'll have it from the 20. Fresh. You just got to forget the 10 minutes that you just played. You have a fresh 10 to possibly come back and put your name into the Final Four wide open, but he threw a terrible pass.
Pressure. I mean, this pressure from Indianapolis might just be the game's MVP right now. They have put so much pressure on this quarterback. He's just forced to make throws. That's why they only have 7 points. It's been a low-scoring game.
It has 2 seconds left on the play clock before he Kashi finally gets the hike off. Like you said, great pressure. They force him all the way back into his own corner. He has to get something off, and he's just going to fire short. And he makes a great move. That's James with a gain of 10, and it's going to be 3rd down and short.
Nice play. Almost got sacked. Able to jump up in the pocket. But he needs some help from his O-line. Ain't really helping him.
I know they're not helping him at all. Keep in mind the other Elite 8 game kicks off in about 15 minutes on Kingo Light. What? Oh my! That was a dangerous pass. It felt like CSX, but does the job. San Fran's in Indianapolis territory.
One great catch. Just saved an INT.
I know. Kashi almost had a major mistake. That would have been a second interception if that would have came true, but it did not. He's going to run and out of bounds with a 9-yard gain.
They score here. They're right back in it.
It'll be a one-score game. Got to keep in mind, 4th down and 25 available in the 4th quarter, also CSX.
This game has flown by, I will say.
It has 30 minutes for one half, with the little delayed start like always. Very short game so far. 2nd down and 6. We're almost halfway through the 3rd quarter, too. Gonna fire. Terrible pass. It's probably gonna hit some poor kid in the stands.
Threw it away. I mean, he's dropped back. That's probably the right decision. Drop back like 50 yards.
But he's got to get something on 3rd down right here. Field goal definitely does not get the job done because you'll still be down 2 possessions with the field goal. Can't take a sack either. Pressured all the way back to his own 10. He might just have to lob something up, CSX. He will. Feels like another throwaway pass.
Yes, I mean, he just has no time. Well, he has time. It's just he doesn't... No one's getting open. No one's open, so he just has to throw the ball up. Someone's got to get open and make a play here.
Wide open! Or not wide open, but he makes the grab. He had at least 2 defenders in the proximity of where he made the catch.
Oh, he was heavily covered. What a catch.
Inside route, 13-yard gain.
Here we go.
Chance for San Fran to get right back in it. Rolling left, that's where his block will go. Maybe trying to find that back end zone route. Did not. Fires crossbody wide open. Cannot find him.
He just hasn't been good throwing his cross body. That guy's wide open. He's got to make that throw.
3rd down and 2. Fakes the handoff, looking. 4 down territory no matter if you get this or not. Can't take a sack though. Fires, open again. It's caught again. He keeps throwing to defenders or players that are defended very heavily, and they keep making the grab.
I have no idea how that ball is not intercepted. That is one great catch. One bad throw with the defender right in his face. No, and he missed it.
PAT is no good. So it is a 6-point game. 13 unanswered.
But to be fair, these receivers, I mean, they aren't really open. They're just making really good plays.
They're bailing Kashi out. I will say that. Touchback in the end zone. CSX, how can Indianapolis respond? 13 unanswered by the San Fran team. They feel like they have momentum to get right back in, and I feel like you got to do what they did right there and keep going with your short game.
Well, last drive, Bloop just didn't play good. I mean, he threw 2 bad throws. One caused interception, one caused a near interception. Got to make the right reads on this drive.
Oh, he
that
just
was
made
not
another
a right
bad read.
Well, let's be that. I mean, his receiver moved to his right.
Yeah,
and then stopped.
I think that's just a general
miscommunication. Oh, man.
Overthrew his receiver this time, and will the game force him to punt? No, they're going to be able to go for it, but you got to be careful right here. I feel like San Fran's going to show a stacked line, and they're going to drop out. Got to guard the LOS right here. A big chance for San Fran to get back in the game. He's going to take a shot downfield for the first time today, and he's got him all the way inside the 25.
So it's 4th and inches. You're covering the entire line of scrimmage. It leaves a one-on-one on that right side, and he just breaks free and gets wide open by his man. There's a sack.
A huge sack right there. It'll make it 2nd and 33. You got to get yards back right here if you're Blue. Or you might be settling for a field goal on this drive. Fires. They'll get some yards back right here. A 20-yard gain on 2nd and 33. It'll be 3rd and 13.
San Francisco just can't cover all parts of the field. It's just, if the short is covered, the deep is open. If the deep is covered, the short is open. But they have been pretty good in the red zone. That's where their defense excels. Let's see, they're at the 20. They don't get any yards. It's a field goal.
Under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 13. Bloop looking. Fires back in the end zone. He's back there, and he's got him for an Indianapolis touchdown.
That's just bad defending. Number 6 on San Francisco bites to the... That's to his left. And the receiver cuts back. No one behind to help him. Wide open, or rather open in the middle of the end zone.
To make it a 14-point game. They're 0 for 1 on 2-point conversions today. Bloop pressured all the way back to the 30. Finally going to maybe get some room. He has some D-ends crushing down on him. Hit as he's thrown. Almost intercepted. It's incomplete. So, 12-point game, CSX.
See what San Francisco can put together here.
Ball will go into the end zone. Feels like if you're San Francisco, you really, if you think about it, your defense has been playing super poor today besides 1 interception. I think you actually want all 44 seconds of this quarter to expire, then score, so you at least have a better chance, in my opinion, with the 4th down and 25 compared to your defense going back out there and letting Bloop work the clock.
I 100% agree. You do not want Bloop to touch that football pretty much at all for the rest of this game. Keep it limited.
And if he does get a chance to touch the football, you want to be winning in a point where you know you're either going to get the ball back with a chance to win it or with the lead. Pass was incomplete, and a 3rd down and 7 early on this drive for San Francisco. 17 seconds left in the 3rd. Kashi looking left from his own 15 all the way back to his own 20. Wide open middle of the field into Indianapolis territory.
That's blown coverage. Triangle formation with the DBs. And we're going to the 4th quarter. Let the madness begin.
It's March. We can expect the unexpected in this month. San Fran trying to pull an impressive 19-point comeback. Or can Indianapolis hold on? Looking. Kashi. Trying just to find anything. He'll stop up and run and has a gain of 6.
A bad play. Clock continues to run. All 3 timeouts, by the way, both sides.
2nd down and 9. 30 seconds have gone by. Kashi's going to run again before he's pushed out of bounds with a 10-yard gain and a 1st down.
That referee has given them some generous spots, I will say.
That was a super generous spot, CSX. So, into the red zone for Kashi. Looking, fires, cut, inside the 15 before he just takes a knee. Really feels like San Fran's trying to adopt the Indianapolis playing game, working the short routes. Rolls left like he likes to do. Has another short route. Wide open. Dives in and gets in. Touchdown, San Fran.
Indianapolis, they're pretty much, everyone's just covering on the goal line. So that leaves this guy wide open. I don't know whose assignment he is. I guess they're in zone coverage. They just leave the guy wide open.
5-point game. If San Fran was to get a touchdown, they would have the lead, and they're going to go for the 4th down and 25. One of the biggest plays of this football game upcoming. Kashi looking. Has to find something fast. Wide open! He's got him!
So you never see the quarterback step up in the pocket. They're always dropping back a million yards. What a play by Akashi. He steps up in the pocket, finds the open man, and gives San Francisco a chance to take the lead.
LOS 9-yard gain. Under 4 left to play in this energetic 4th quarter so far. San Fran looking for their first lead of the game. Looking, fires, end zone. Did not place the ball correctly.
Third down, by the way. Quickly, third down.
Also, one thing to watch out. Intercepted!
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know what they're doing. That's a bad throw. He just threw it right to him.
Maybe the comeback chances of San Francisco in the line right there. They have one defensive stop on the day, and they're definitely going to need another. That's caught. Big hit, trying to force a fumble, 10-yard gain. Apparently someone he loses his house if San Fran loses. That would not be good for him. 3 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 5. Bloop looking, dives, first down.
Clock, watch the clock. It's going to tick, tick, tick. The clock will run. They're going to let this clock run.
As much as possible without getting milking though.
Definitely.
You got to watch out for that because that could come out costly. Wide open! Or he actually had him on a burn. What a perfectly placed ball by Bloop. And maybe they're moving down the field a little too fast.
It's a really good pass on double coverage. Great throw by Bloop.
Short cut inside the 5. 2 yards away from making it a 2-possession game again.
Bloop did throw an interception in the end zone earlier. Want to make sure you don't do that here.
2 minutes left to play in the second to last Elite 8 game of the day. Looking, fires, end zone, off the goalpost.
I'd like to see him go back to that bootleg play they ran earlier. I thought that was a good play. On the 2-point conversion.
Down and goal. In Las Vegas, the regional. Indianapolis trying to make it a 2-possession game on 3rd and goal. 3-man rush. Looking, fires, end zone, incomplete, decision time. Gonna go.
Gotta go.
They could make it an 8-point game. Instead, they're going to try to make it a 2-possession game. 4th and goal. Fourth down and goal. Fires, incomplete. San Francisco still alive.
The receivers cut to their left. Bloop expects them to go to their right. No one home. You got to get this ball out quick, standing in your own end zone.
Does that, lobs. He's got him, and he's got a sideline. They're going to waste the clock, though.
I don't think you go down there. I think you stay up and continue to run until the defender gets closer.
Yeah, I think it's a little dumb to go down that early. I think you could have had a couple more yards before you do that. I understand why you go down, but I think you should have at least got to the 40.
But the offense, I don't think I would trust this offense after the last throw. I'd want to get at least by the 50-yard line before I consider wasting clock. So, I mean, in my opinion, this is too early to waste clock. Your offense is not good. Or rather, it's been inconsistent.
Kashi looking, they still have all 3 timeouts with 55 seconds. This Indianapolis pressure is amazing, but he finds a man wide open. 15-yard gain. And they're not going to, that's their first timeout.
They had someone wide open standing in the end zone. Maybe on a burn. Let's see how San Francisco plays this out.
San Fran has not led all game. Dangerous pass, but he's got him.
Akashi is just throwing the ball to wherever, and it's working out. These receivers, timeout Indianapolis, these receivers are just coming through for their quarterback.
Indianapolis will use their first timeout of the game. Kashi's got to be careful. Look out. Finds a man, though, and he's out of bounds with 27 seconds. "27 seconds is what's left in this game, possibly. Looking, Kashi has to find something. Pressure's really good with a 3-man rush. Fires, end zone, intercepted! Intercepted!
He gave, all right, there's a lot going on. You got a receiver that just ran into the wall on the far right side. One receiver out of the equation. You have a guy wide open on the left side. He throws it to the end zone. He gets a boost and gets the interception. And that will send Indianapolis. They'll take the knee. They don't use the timeout. That's sending Indy to the Final Four.
Indianapolis will keep their Cinderella run. They've played in the first round of the play-in, the second round, the Sweet 16, and the Cinderella run will storm on in to the Final Four.
That was one of the more weirder games that I have ever seen. By the way, both quarterbacks threw both for exactly 452 yards. But the main difference, the interceptions, Akashi with 3, Bloop with 1, the turnover margin decides the game.
Wow, CSX, what a game we just had here on RSC. Our final score from Las Vegas, 25-20. Me, alongside CSX, we thank you for tuning in to RSC tonight, the Elite 8. We look to see you next time. Signing off from Las Vegas.